Most of you probably know this, as apparently I like to announce fairly regularly that I have a metal neck. But last year we faced a pretty tough challenge when I had to have an operation on my spine. I won't go into the details, but it was pretty scary and a pretty crappy time. In that instance, love and romance was in Andrew coming to every appointment, taking verbatim notes, learning to plait my hair when I couldn't lift my arm, and even waking up early to read scientific articles about neurosurgery and spines, so he knew the right questions to ask. But doing it before I woke up, so I wouldn't know he'd done it, just so he could pretend he wasn't just as scared as I was. As we enter this next chapter of life, I'm under no illusion that life will be a walk in the park. But I know I have the most fiercely loyal, committed, caring, determined man in my corner, and I couldn't be more proud and reassured to have you as my wonderful husband. With you, I know I'll never have to do anything on my own. As we embark on this next phase, I want to tick off more countries all over the world with you, try more crazy foods, watch sunsets with something cold in hand. I want to grow old with you, see how we change as my hair goes grey and yours continues to fall out. And to be able to look back knowing that we laughed and supported each other through everything. I can't wait to start our lives as husband and wife. I love you endlessly and always will.
On a typical wet and blustery day in Glasgow back in 2016, these two young professional human beings began their first day in the office, an office that Catherine had not for 1 second anticipated being in, and quite frankly, she wasn't that happy about it. Her life and her friends, they were in London, and she'd never even been to Glasgow before, let alone understand the way they talk there. But Andrew was worried and faffing about how much of a drowned rat he looked for his first day security pass photo. And Catherine was sitting there thinking, what a pretentious bloke this is for thinking that way. The weeks rolled on, a bit of innocent flirting perhaps. Then came the office Christmas party. I know. There was a kiss, and it was followed by some eager messaging suggesting a date, but not much response from the focused Catherine. Because she knew she was going to be leaving Glasgow in a few months, but she did rather fancy him, that was for sure. So cutting this story rather short, if it hadn't been for a few confiding conversations from both sides with a friend called Jo, and Jo's advice of, go on, give it one more go, then these two may never have got out on that first date, which happened to be on Friday the 13th, which is unlucky for some. But it proves that time is just time, and what is meant for you won't go by you eventually.
Today, in front of our friends and family, I choose you, Kat, to share my life with and to be my wife. You're everything to me. You're the love of my life, and you make me the happiest man in the world. I love the way you categorically refuse to ever be dull. And you brighten up every room you walk into. And you've got an energy that can't help but make everyone around you have a great time. Now for the serious bit. I vow to make you a cup of tea every morning, without reciprocal cups of coffee. You're an inspiration to me. I'm so lucky to have found you and somehow convinced you to be my wife.
Now, we both know how ridiculously indecisive I can be, but one thing I know with complete certainty is that you are the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Andrew, from this day forth, I promise that I will always be there when you have troubles or need someone to lean on or take over the load for a while, just like you've done for me. I promise never to pull out any more of your white beard hairs, to wake you up just as you're falling asleep to give you another job to do, or to watch the final of the Great British Bake Off without you ever again. I guarantee you a lifetime of Sunday mornings in bed, drinking tea and coffee and watching Gogglebox. More Friday nights going to the pub just for one and staying all night and getting pizzas on the way home. And more holidays spent planning our next holiday. I vow that we will laugh every day, no matter what. It might be at me rather than with me, but our marriage will be full of laughter and a zest for life. Andrew, I will relish being your wife. You're my best friend and the person I want to be with forever.
All of this is
Hands up if you're a lawyer. They fell for it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It seems like our guests have got ourselves into some trouble here, haven't they?
Should we tell you?
Should we read them? Each attendee hereby agrees that they shall purchase alcoholic beverages for the best men throughout the night and until dawn. Not bad.
Oh, decent.
Nice.
Fairly troublesome Christmas in 2022, surgery in 2023. The point being that throughout those weeks, Gina and I got to know Andrew really well. And it's nothing you don't know, but he is a top bloke. He is one top bloke. Together, they're the real deal. They really are the real deal.
Had Kat not been the trainee that moved to Glasgow quite at the time that she did, had we not had the training group that we had, if we'd sat in different seats, if I'd given up and not tried again, had the trains not run on time, none of us might be here today, and I'll always be thankful to whatever power, whatever force made all of those things go right and got us here today with now Kat as my wife.